Hello, this is Diesel Mac from MVP Hot Wheels on Facebook. We're going to go through the 1995 new models today. We got a couple things to show. I got the 12 cars sitting in front of us, a couple different packaging. So I'm just going to kind of give you an overview of the 95 new model series. So the packaging looks like this, where you can see it has 1995 new models. There's 12 cars in total. Some of them have the same name. So like this one here, number 5 says Power Pistons. You could have this same car, but in the package it would be called Power Rocket, which is confusing because number 11, I don't have a package to show you, is also the name Power Rocket. So they called this one Power Rocket when it first came out. They changed the name to Power Pistons, and then later on number 11 came out and they called that one Power Rocket. But that's just one of the things. You could also have some international packaging. So you can see this one here doesn't show the 95 new model series on there for the Speed Blaster, because this is released in the international market. They also have a collector number. So if you look at the back, you can see this one is collector number 347. They made new, most of them had wheel changes, but you can get some of these cars in the same collector number packaging without this new model on there, also not international card. They just made those later on after the series came out. But for me, I still kind of consider them part of the series because they're very closely, they're in the same collector number package, and of course there's more variations, so why not? So that's kind of the packaging. So we'll go through the 12 cars here. Some of these cars, as you can see, had 2 different colors come out. So the first one is this Speed Blaster. So blue was the first color to come out, this nice metal flake blue came out, and then a little bit later this metal flake green came out. And there are multiple variations on both of these, and I'll get into them in future videos because there are a lot of variations. I think there's close to 100 variations between these 12 cars that came out for the new model series. The next one is the Mercedes SL. Despite this showing up in the new model series, this actually came out before in international packaging. You could get this in chrome before it was released as a new model. Same thing with the Speed Blaster. I'd have to put it in the comments later on, but there's also a special series that came out where you had a cap in the back. So this car had that cap in the back and came out before, but now without the cap, now we're calling it a Speed Blaster. So Mercedes SL. The next one, like I said, there's 2 basic color configurations here. The red upper and lower, and then the tan interior, and this black with gray with red, and these are the more common ones, and I'll show those in the future video also for the Mercedes. Next is the 58 Corvette. Again, 2 colors. So this day glow red they call it, or to me pink in simple terms, and this purple here. There's been known of some different shades of purple. I have one that's very close, a little bit different, and it'll be really hard to pick up on the camera, but when I do the Corvettes, I'll show you what I'm talking about on that one. All right, the Speed-A-Saurus is number 4. So 4 of 12, you've got your green and your purple. Green came out first, and later on your purple came out. Here is the Power Pistons. So you can see these 2 on the left is what they're considering the bronze, and on the right is more the dark red. The bronze mostly came out on the card that had the Power Rocket name, and the darker red came out with the Power Pistons name. And I wouldn't be surprised if you saw this come out with the Power Pistons name also, as they changed the name to accommodate the car later in the series that came out. But this is a Power Piston, and quite a few different variations on those available as well. Here is the Hydroplane. This is the only variation that I know of, so there won't be any future videos. So this is number 6 of 12, and it kind of stands alone by itself as the only car here to only have the one variation that I know about. Next is the Dodge Ram 1500. This is number 7 in the series. There are several variations of this, some to include a base that came out later with that was for the Treasure Hunt series in '96. Next, we have the Camaro Convertible. So here you have the 2 colors available. I believe green came out before red. Seems like green came out before the other colors most of the time, except for that Speed Blaster. And again, you know, 2 different colors, got some interior differences here. This one has the Hot Wheels logo on the window, and this one has it, this may not have it. Nope, it does not have it. Oh, there it is. Yep, I knew it was somewhere. There's the other one. Alright, next, power pipes. So another new model. This is number 9 if you're keeping track. Several variations of this one, and again, that name is Power Pipes. The Ferrari 355. A bunch of different variations on this, some including a Tampo variation. A black Tampo comes down the side, and others with the painted bases. So I'll show that in a future video. But here is the number 10 car, the Ferrari 355. Number 11, the new Power Rocket. So this one has several different variations, most of them being wheel, some of them being this painted base or non-painted base. You can see here this tip on the front of this. There's some that have longer tips on here, and this one is the shorter one. That's a variation. So we'll get into those in the future video for the Power Rocket. And the Big Chill Snowmobile. Again, number 12. There is actually some Tampo variations, so I brought this one up. You can see it's got shredder here. There's some without tampos we'll get into on the video, and then a difference in the color of skis here. These are pretty tough to tell the difference on this, so hopefully the light will be a little better that day when I do this one, and I'll be able to show you the difference, because they're pink or orange. They're not drastic differences like pink and black or something like that. But this has been the 12 1995 new models. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments, and hope you enjoyed watching. And like I said, look forward to the future videos where I'll go through all the variations that I know of and have of these 12 cars, with the exception of the Hydroplane. All right, have a great day.